Good morning, students. Welcome to computer class. In the last videos, I taught lesson number 4, decision making and branching. This is also called conditional statements. In the last classes, I taught that conditional statements it's a syntax and it's working. And in the last video, I taught the interconversion of conditional statements. Now, I would like to teach programs based on conditional statements. Before going to write the programs, we have some instructions to read. Before going to write the program, read the question properly, analyze what is input and what we have to calculate and what is the output and what are the variables we are going to use in the programs. First, we have to analyze this, then we can write any complex program also. First, we have to read the question and analyze what is input, what we have to calculate, and what is the output, and what are the variables we are going to use in the program. That is very important to write any program. Children, shall we start our class? The first program is write a program to check whether the given number is positive. What is the question mark? Write a program to check whether the given number is positive. Positive means a number we have to take as input. An integer we have to take as input and check that given input is greater than 0 or not. Isn't it? Positive number means a number which is greater than 0 is a positive number. A number which is greater than 0 is a positive number. Now, what are the variables we are using in this program? What is the input? A number is the input, and what we have to calculate is that greater than 0 or not, we are checking. And what we have to output is positive. Is positive or not, we are not printing. Okay, now we have the process of variable description. From these programs, I would like to teach this variable description. In this program, we are going to use only one variable, that is n, of data type int, and the description is to store an integer number. Why we are using n in the program, that is called description. In the following program, I am using n variable to store an integer. That's why I have written here to store an integer. Okay, shall we go to the program? Children, take your book and write down these programs clearly and neatly. First one is hash include stdio.h. Hash include conio.h. Void main, open braces, int n, clr printf, enter any number, scanf, percentage d, ampersand n. If n is greater than 0, printf, the given number is positive. Get ch and closed bracket. I think that is not visible in this video. You have to close the bracket after get ch. Now look at this program once. Hash include stdio.h. We are including the header files stdio.h, to use the functions printf and scanf, and conio.h to use the functions clr, and getch. And the main is very important function for every program, that is void main. Next, int n. When we declared here n, that is of data type int, the compiler automatically allocates the memory for the variable n. Next one, clr, that is clear screen. And the next one is printf. Enter any number. Within the double quotations, what we have written, that is displayed on the output screen. That is what we have written here in the double quotations, enter any number. Next one, scanf. When we enter any number, then the compiler reads a number from the user and store that number in the variable n by using ampersand n symbol. Next one, what it stores in the variable n, it takes into if condition. If that variable is if that value is greater than 0, it prints the given number is positive. The given number is positive. Shall we go to the output ones? First, go to the output 1. Enter any number. I have entered -5. -5 means the compiler checks -5 is greater than 0. -5 is greater than 0? No. That's why it doesn't print anything. Now come to the second output, output 2. Enter any number. I have entered 18. Number 18. 18 is greater than is greater than 0. The compiler checks 18 is greater than 0. Yeah, this condition is true. 18 is greater than 0. This condition is true. That's why it prints the given number is positive. The given number is positive. Children, did you understand? Once again, check this program and try to understand. Now I am going to the next program. See once. The second program is write a program to check whether the given number is greater than 100. The given number is greater than 100. Means it checks the given number is greater than 100. Okay, a number is greater than 100. Sorry, instead of GREATR, a type mistake, greater than it displaying here. Sorry, once you have to rectify in your notebooks. Now come to the variable description. I am using n as the variable, which is an integer, to store an integer number. Now come to the program. Hash include stdio.h. We are using stdio.h header file to use the functions printf and scanf, and conio.h header file to use the functions clr, and getch. And main is a very important function for every program, int n. The compiler allocates the memory for the integer n of 4 bytes. CLR means clear screen. Now printf enter any number. Enter any number. It is just displayed on the output screen. Scanf, it reads a number from the users. Scanf means it reads a number from the users. When we enter any number, it takes the number from the user. Then, if n is greater than 100, means what is the number entered by the user, that is taken by the compiler and substitutes in this condition. N is greater than 0. If the given number is greater than 100, if this condition is true, the compiler displays the message which is enclosed in these double quotations. Shall we go to the output? The first one is enter any number, that is 67 I have entered. 67 I have entered, and this 67 is a substitute in this condition, means 67 is greater than 100. Is it true? No, false. That's why the compiler doesn't print anything. Now come to the output 2. Enter any number. I have entered 188. Here the compiler substitute this 188 value in this condition. 188 is greater than 100. Is it true? Yeah, this is true. That's why it just displays the given number is greater than 100. The given number is greater than 100. Did you understand, children? Now I am going to tell, sorry, now I am going to give two more programs as homework. Once try these programs, children. First one is write a program to check whether the given number is negative or not. The next one is write a program to check whether the given number is greater than 45 or not. Try to write these two programs. Now, the another model is if else. Write a program to check whether the given number is buzz number or not. Have you listened anywhere, children? What is a buzz number? I will give the definition also. A number which is divisible by 7 or the last digit of the number is 7 is known as buzz number. Means ఏదైనా ఒక నెంబరు 7తో డివిజిబుల్ అయినా అయి ఉండాలి, లేకపోతే ఆ నంబర్ యొక్క లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ 7 అయినా అయి ఉండాలి. అలాంటి నెంబర్ని ఏమంటారంటే బజ్ నెంబర్. వన్స్ అగైన్ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ తెలుగు. ఏదైనా ఒక నెంబరు 7తోనైనా డివిజిబుల్ అయి ఉండాలి, లేకపోతే దాని యొక్క లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ అయినా 7 అయి ఉండాలి. అలాంటి నెంబర్ని ఏమంటారంటే బజ్ నెంబర్ అంటారు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 56 is divisible by 7. That is right. That's why 56 is a buzz number. 27, the last digit of 27 is 7. That's why 27 is also a buzz number, but that is not divisible by 7. 27 is not divisible by 7, but the last digit of the 27 is 7. That's why that number is called buzz number. Did you understand, children? Now, what is the input we have to take? An integer we have to take as input and check whether the given number is buzz number or not, and display if that is divisible by 7 or the last digit of that number is 7, then we will display that given number is buzz number or not. Now come to the variable description. Variable name n, data type n, and a description to store an integer number. Now come to the program. Now come to the program. Hash include stdio.h. We are including this header file to run the functions printf and scanf, hash include conio.h. We are including this header file to run the functions clr, scr and getch function. Main method. Every program starts from main method. Open braces. Int n. The compiler allocates the memory for n of 4 bytes and clr scr to clear the screen. Printf. Enter any number. The printf function display the message which is included between double quotations. Scanf. Scanf %d ampersand n. %d is the type conversion for integer number. That's why end users enter any number from the keyboard that is saved in the variable n. Now come to the calculation part. If n mod 7 is equal to 0 or n mod 10 is equal to 7. Here in these two conditions, I would like to explain in Telugu ma. See here. ఇక్కడ మీకు రెండు కండిషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. n mod 7 is equal to 0. దట్ టూ లైన్స్ అక్కడ రెండు లైన్స్ నిలువుగా గీసినట్టు కనిపిస్తున్నాయి కదా, వాటిని ఏమంటామంటే ఆర్. దట్ సింబల్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ ఆర్. అంటే ఈ కండిషన్ అన్న ట్రూ అవ్వాలి, లేకపోతే ఆ కండిషన్ అన్న, రెండిట్లో ఏదో ఒక కండిషన్ అనేది ట్రూ అవ్వాలి. బజ్ నంబర్ అంటే అదే కదా, 7తోనన్నా డివిజిబుల్ అవ్వాలి, లేకపోతే లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ అయినా 7 అయి ఉండాలి. ఈ ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్ ఏమో 7తో డివిజిబుల్ అయితే కనుక రిమైండర్ అనేది 0 వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ కండిషన్ ఏంటంటే 10తో కనుక మనం డివిజన్ చేస్తే లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ అంటే రిమైండర్ అనేది 7 వస్తుంది. ఏదైనా ఒక నెంబర్ని మనము 10తో మనం డివిజన్ చేస్తే మనకి లాస్ట్ డిజిట్ అనేది 7 వస్తుంది. ఓకే, the number is divisible by 7. If we divides a number with 7, the remainder is 0. Or if we divide a number with 10, the remainder is 7. Then in these two conditions, either of these two conditions are true, then the whole condition is true. Either of these two conditions is true, then this whole condition is true. Then only the given number is buzz number. If these two conditions, either of these two conditions are false, then the given number is not a buzz number. Either of these two conditions is true, the given number is buzz number. Both the conditions are false, then the given number is not a buzz number we are printing. Shall we go to the output? Output 1. Enter any number. I have entered number 60. 60 is divisible by 7? No, false. Or the last digit of the 60 is 7? No, that condition is also false. That's why the given number is not a buzz number. Now come to the output 2. Enter any number. I have entered 67. 67 is divisible by 7? No, that condition is false. The last digit of the 67 is 7? Yeah, that condition is true. That's why the compiler prints the given number is buzz number. Now I would like to teach another program. Write a program to check whether the given number is even number or not. Even number. What is an even number? A number which is divisible by 2 is called an even number. A number which is divisible by 2 is called an even number. Variable description. I have taken n as variable and its data type is integer, and its description to store an integer number. Here we are taking a number as input and we are checking that number is even or not. Shall we go to the program? Hash include stdio.h to include the header file, to run the functions printf and scanf functions, conio.h to run the functions clr, scr and getch. Main method. Every program starts from main method int n. The compiler allocates the memory for the variable n of 4 bytes and clr, scr to clear the screen after displaying the output. Printf. Enter any number. The printf function just display the message which is included between double quotations. Scanf. %d ampersand n. %d is the type conversion for the integer type data, and ampersand n directs the compiler to store the number which is entered by the users. Now, if n mod 2 is equal to 0, if I divided any number with 2, the remainder is 0. Here I am taking module. This is not percentage. ఇక్కడ మీరు దీనిని పర్సంటేజ్ అని చదవకూడదు. ఇన్ ద కంప్యూటర్ లాంగ్వేజ్ వీఆర్ రీడింగ్ దిస్ పర్సంటేజ్ సింబల్ యాజ్ మాడ్యూల్. మాడ్ మీన్స్ రిమైండర్. ఇట్ రిటర్న్స్ రిమైండర్. రెండు నెంబర్స్ని డివైడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత కోఎషెంట్ కాకుండా రిమైండర్నే రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది ఇది. సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ ఎన్ అనే నెంబర్ని 2తో మనం డివైడ్ చేసినప్పుడు రిమైండర్ అనేది 0 వస్తే కనుక అది ఈవెన్ నెంబరు, కాకపోతే ఆడ్ నెంబర్. మాడ్యూల్ అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? ఇట్ రిటర్న్స్ రిమైండర్, నాట్ ద కోఎషెంట్. మాడ్యూల్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ రిటర్న్స్ ది రిమైండర్. If the given number is divisible by 2 means it divisible by 2 and it returns the remainder as 0, the given number is an even number. Otherwise, the given number is not an even number. Shall we go to the output? Output. Enter any number. I have entered 60. 60 is divisible by 2. 60 divisible by 2. Is it true or false? Yeah, this is true. That's why the given number is an even number. Now come to the output 2. Enter any number. I have entered 67. 67 is divisible by 2? No. The remainder is 1. That's why this is not an even number. The given number is not an even number. Children, I would like to give 2 more programs. Try these 2 programs. Write a program to check whether the given number is divisible by 25 or not. And the next one is write a program to check whether the given number is a factor of 9 or not. This is all 8 programs, children. Note down these programs and try to understand. To understand these programs, first of all, you have to put your mind. You have to put your mind. This is not a theory to by heart. Put your mind and try to understand these programs. If you understand this C language, then only you can write the programs in Java. Okay? Subscribe this channel to get the notifications. Thank you, children.